when it comes to our development. Yeah, this thing will do. I don't want a lot of professions. Maybe I do. Because I totally forgot about fishing. Based on how blacksmithing and fishing has gone so far and what you've shown on screen now, I assume professions are currently oriented on the practical side. Yes. Yes. Well, so active part professions, I want it to be something, and that's where I'm like, passive professions are these, but like, how involved do I want farming and mining? Maybe we don't worry about that, you know? What's also another term for farming, and what's another term for farming? Because I feel like you could totally do like herbalism or herbalist foraging. Ooh, nodders. And then mining could be what? Excavating? Ooh. Ah. Botany's good. Botany's good. The thing is, trying to get my audio levels adjusted. I want the professions essentially to be a do-all, end-all. You know what I mean? Oh, whoops, let me get that under there. Hey, Jaeger and Coffee, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 17 months. So, for example, if we go down to like blacksmithing, right? So I want blacksmithing to be like, let me see if I can. Blacksmithing. You know, blacksmithing makes weapons. It makes armor. So we got that. We know that. We know what blacksmithing does. We got alchemy. What does alchemy do? Alchemy, let's do it. You were doing a breakdown. Makes potions. Cooking. Makes buff food. Makes daily buff food. Mage Rite. Now that's where Mage Rite gets really fun. Mage Rite gets super fun. Would there be building professions like building houses and structures? Architecture. Oh, so no, I don't think so. A blacksmith isn't really gonna make a bow. Yeah, we're putting that in making weapons. We're definitely putting that in making weapons. Because there's two different sides to professions in RPGs, correct? So you got the practical side of explanation where you have hundreds upon hundreds of professions but then it becomes bogged down. You know what I mean? And then you get bogged down by all of that. But then you've got practical, right? So wait, what did I say before? Did I say practical first? You got fun, and then you got bogged down, where you're like, you have hundreds of professions, and like there's gonna be like 8 of them that's gonna be a key thing, like key professions. But then you've got just like more practical, where it's like a fewer number of professions, so people don't have to bounce back and forth. You know what I mean? You don't have to necessarily worry about all that. Are you planning to do something with cartography? I'd like to actually do a guild that you join that actually allows you to do. I feel like it's fine in a TTRPG as long as your goal isn't min-max. If you're just trying to do whatever your character would do, maybe it's not bad to have many professions. But that's the thing, is like there's really no appeal when you're like, because these professions are literally going to be like different level up systems. So to like level up architecture 5 levels to like effectively build a wall isn't really fun. It's grindy. You know what I mean? If blacksmith's more based on weapon armor instead, why not call it a warsmith instead? That could be really true. It could be very possible. So for example, you got mage right here, magic item creation, and enchanting. Enhancing. Ooh, enhancement, which allows you to like enhance upon weapons and armors and other things. Fishing is it's fish. It's fishing. But it's maths for all professions. So blacksmith, alchemy, cooking, mage, right? You fish. It's gonna be really good with that. And so that's where it's like fishing's really cool, right? But then you got foraging. You know, foraging it allows you to. Well, I mean, I guess we could break it down to two. So foraging allows to gather materials, or alchemy, gather ingredients, or cooking. And then foraging, or excavating, gather materials for blacksmith, and gather core elements for mage right. Yeah. The foraging include hunting. I think it absolutely could. Make a foraging check instead of a survival check. Yeah, but then you could also use survival to like gather food and stuff like that. So these all essentially feed into each other. You know what I mean? Like these are all different things that feed into each other to like build extraordinary buffs and increases to everything else of your characters, while your basic skills like survival or working yada yada yada, that's what you use to make like the more mundane stuff. So like I can survival to hunt and find myself a ration, you know, things like that, or survival to fish to get myself a ration, or yada yada yada, you know what I mean? So these are the core things we're effectively gonna work on. You know what I mean? You can make it so survival gives you rations on ingredients like you do with fish. That's exactly what I said. Copy paste. Copy paste. Make tools and guns. See, here's the thing. With engineering, tools and guns, blacksmith. That's all it is to it. Blacksmithing. You know, there's really no reason to do that. Is the mage right profession? Oh, that's another thing with mage right. Spellcrafting. Spellcrafting can go ahead and do that. Actually, the making of spellcrafting could be under mage right. Keep it simple. Because that's ultimately what it is we want to go ahead and keep it simple. Excavating is mining, yeah. It could be mining, it could be the discovery of magical items, or the discovery of like ancient cores or ancient things that you can use a mage right to transform into a magic item. Is alchemy just potions, or is it more to it? Currently it's just potions. Healing potions, all sorts of things. Yep, excavating can help with archaeology stuff, yep. Could foraging be used to find better fishing bait? Yeah. I think excavating can do the same thing. Making potions, making poisons. There you go. Making poisons. So essentially making one-time buffs. So like fire paper or temp fire damage on weapon, etc. That can all be put under alchemy. You know what I mean? Is poison not just an aggressive potion? It is. It is. Yeah, so effectively under excavating, so what's a good example for that? I can actually give you an example right now. So if we go over to D&D Beyond, this is what I'm thinking with excavating, which actually would be really freaking cool. Certain dungeons and areas could have certain key things that you could excavate out if you get a good number or a hidden thing, right? One moment. I'm really trying to do like I'm trying to get you like a quick example, chat. Let's see. Hey, there we go. Okay, let's say I'm gonna type this out so you guys can see this. Excavating mage right example. So for example, your party goes into a cave. Let's say they go into a cave, and you got someone who wants to excavate, who wants to try and find something within the cave itself, within a certain area of the cave. We're gonna say excavation can last. Excavation when source not present requires a survey. That's 1 hour. And then from there, from that survey itself, a 1 to 4 hour process to excavate. Let's say that. With DC's no. So we could have like let's say a level 1 excavation site. We could literally do like see, I don't like the survey thing. Yeah, well, okay. So here's what I'm thinking. We just keep to the fishing system. That's all it is to it. We just keep to the fishing system. We keep to the fishing system. Cave, your party clears out all threats and begins to excavate. Okay. Excavation can include or not artifacts. What's the other word for artifacts? Because artifacts are a big thing. Relics, old relics, archaeology, etc. Okay. So excavation usually do that. So excavation has smaller decks, like fishing. Let's go ahead and every hour you survey the site dungeon, right? Let's do a sample deck here. We'll do a sample deck here. So we've got nothing, right? But then we've got iron ore. Ooh. And then we got iron ore. Ooh. And then we've got broken jug. Ooh. And then we've got, I'm just gonna go with what we know. Windstone. So there it is. So, and at that point, when something is found, you must attempt to locate / successfully excavate. Failure means you don't find the item and your time is wasted. Right. So let's say sample excavation. We just use the same system as we do for fishing. Iron ore is going to be a level 1 excavation site. Same thing. We're going to say it's like DC. Honestly, it could be super basic. DC 10. 1 success needed. You get 3 attempts. Once you knock that out one time, boom, bam, you get some iron ore. Iron ore description is the core element ball blacksmithing. 1 iron ore, for example, 1 iron ore can equals 1 attempt to make a weapon or armor. Iron ore is pretty cool. Iron ore goes value-wise, I'm trying to go with like a 50 gold piece kind of thing. I'm gonna have to change the prices of everything that's currently in D&D. So we've got, that's what it is. So we got sample excavation, another sample excavation. 2. Let's just go for that. Number 2 is the broken jug. So this is gonna be a level 2 excavation site. With a DC, I'm gonna go 12 this time. We're gonna go DC 12. You need 2 successes. You need 3 attempts. Actually, what level would this be? So if I went DC 12, we did base 10. If that's the baseline, 1, 3, and then we do 2. 2 attempts out of 3. Well, now that makes it 1 more, 2, and then we get... So it'd be like a level 4 excavations. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Iron ore being like a full-on lump ore enough that... Yeah, so essentially the idea is when you're thinking too on the nose when it comes to D&D itself, you know? So iron ore, when you melt it down and flex it down, if you're gonna go make a dagger, you do, and all the excess material is just burned out material. So yes, that iron ore can make a dagger, it can make a warhammer, it can make a full plate of armor if you're a skilled enough blacksmith to do it. And that's where the DCs come in. Because yeah, you can go ahead and be wasteful and make a DC 10 dagger, but if you want to make a refined greatsword, all the edges, you want to make sure that you're ultimately using the best and the majority of the material that you can, which would be a higher DC, a higher difficulty, so that you can refine the weapon more effectively, clearly. So yeah, that's the idea behind it. It falls under the keeping it simple. You know what I mean? Because it's very easy just to go into that and make it complicated, being like, well, actually, maybe you want to do like everything has like an iron ore price. It's like, nah, I want to keep 1-to-1. Keeps it nice and easy, keeps it nice and simple and rewarding when you go ahead and do like the bigger shit. You know what I mean? When you get the bigger shit. Because eventually what's going to happen is professions are going to be the thing that people are going to create cool, awesome, amazing things, items. So yeah, absolutely. With blacksmithing, we should be able to combine weapons. Okay, I'm going to put a note right here and then I'm going to keep going on because there's always going to be a lot of questions. I'm just going to write trick weapons over there so I can go into that because I've actually been thinking about this for quite some time. All right. All right. So 2, 3 there. So if you go ahead and get the broken jug, I see you all already working overtime. Let me tell you what my idea is. You get the broken jug. So the description, it's a ancient broken jug with latent magics inside. A mage right DC 12 can transform this into, make sure that says N so we're not losing our mind, into an alchemy jug. Boom. So there it is. This is how you would find a magic item. You find a material for a magic item, and you use a profession, someone who does this, to transform it into an actual magic item. Value. So let's go ahead and give this a value right now, right? Let's say it's 250G. But we'll say the alchemy, well, I'm throwing numbers. I really actually need to do this. Alchemy jug is 500G. So you can go ahead and sell this right over here for a certain amount of value, or you could test your luck and try and restore it as a mage right. But if you fail the DC, this is a material, which means it goes bye-bye and you get nothing. But if you manage to go ahead and reconvert it back into it there, you could keep it, or you could sell it for even more money because at that point, you've restored at that point. Sounds like the jug could be a valuable thing to sell if you can't do... That's exactly it. The things that you excavate, you can get for money, or you can try and restore to get more money, or use for something else. But when you're going to this is the Gamba hours. This is the Gamba hours. Because the same thing as before is if it fails, then it's gone. It's broken. You're done. Exactly. Mending cannot restore value is the best way to describe it. Is the best way to describe it in there. In fishing, whenever you fail, do you get more experience the closer you've gotten to catching the fish, or is it the same amount as always? For simplicity's sake, I'm just making it the same as always. Same as always. You get a base amount for the attempt. No matter what happens. And IO bending will also not restore value to the item if it's broken. A common artisan will be able to know if an item has been mended through magical means, thus devaluing it at that point in time. Exactly. All right. So it's things like this. Will there be guilds that players can sell things to, or is it a pure player economy? Yeah, you can sell these to NPCs. Easy peasy. Or you can sell to other players asking for more, specifically for more money. You know, NPCs will probably buy things at 25% of the value. 25 to 33% of the value to kind of like encourage more of a player economy. Because that NPCs, so there'll be like a mix over there. Would farming be included in foraging? No, farming would be included in foraging. What the fuck? I don't know why I thought you said excavating. My brain said excavating. I was like, no, not excavating, foraging. Yes, yes, affirmative. Yes, it would be included in foraging. My brain absolutely read that wrong. So there you go. There's a good example right there. Ooh, I like that. So yeah, I mean, we got as long as we're using the base systems and everything's good to go, then yeah, freaking go. Let's go. Let's do excavations. Let's do all that shit. Could mage right be used to make magic items to assist with other professions? Oh my god, absolutely, dude, absolutely. Can I say absolutely even harder? Absolutely. That would be, you know what I mean? Woo! Woo, 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 woo. I know some people have been asking about homunculus, necromancy, creature creation. That's more on the advanced side, and while I do have an interest in it, it's not something that I'm going to be looking into at this time. Yes. Yes. All right, so you got that. So I'm gonna just save it there. Professions, boom. Improving professions are improved by doing. You gain profession XP every time you do a profession. Less so if you fail the attempt, but XP is still. Let's go ahead and do like a little table. Okay, so for a table, for a little table over here, we'll do level 1 to get to level 2. Level 1, let's see, level 1 is gonna be, boop, but then you got level 2 is going to be 10 XP, 10 XP, 0 out of 10 XP, and then level 3 gonna be 10 out of 30 XP. And then level 4 is going to be 30 out of 60 XP. And level 5 is going to be 60 out of 100 XP. Level 6 is going to be 100 out of 150 XP. Level 7 is going to be 150 out of 210 XP. Level 8 is going to be 210 out of... Oh, we at 70 now. 280 XP. Level 9. We'll go up to. We'll go up to 10. We'll just go up to 10. It's a 10, 70, 280, and a 360 XP. Yep. Then level 10. Boom. Boom. What benefits do you gain per level up? Well, I'm so happy you asked that. So, let's go into fishing. Let's go into fishing. So, let's say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and actually make a new dock. for this because it's going to be a big breakdown. I was actually thinking about this and just the idea of just focusing on a certain thing as you continue to build up. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go into... Yeah, that's crafting breakdown. And then I'm going to do a dock. Yes. Traits. I'm gonna start writing. You'll figure out what happens. The idea is every time you level up, you get to pick a trait. You get to pick a fishing trait. So, novice, for example. I'm gonna type over here, min level 2. Gain half a proficiency. Thank you. In fishing. Min level 4, let's say. Jack of all trades would not work for these profession skills. Professions aren't skills, so. We got these, but then you got also other like catch and release. A fish is on the line. You may discard and redraw from the deck. Like little traits like this, you know what I mean? That go and do that. Someone mentioned nighttime fishing. That's pretty cool. Fishing, for example. Like, it could be like gain advantage when fishing at night. You know, something like that. I think advantage, honestly, is too strong. Nighttime fishing. If you draw nothing. You know, things like that. So catch release is once per fish tip. That's correct. Boom. So things like that. Once per attempt. See what else. So I mean, like, this is the general idea of what I want the skills to be, you know? How far you want to go. Catch and release seems to be a better nighttime fishing. It's not, because you specifically need a fish on the line. Catch and release does nothing if you get nothing on the line. You know what I mean? Let's see. If you fail a DC, you may... Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. Let's see here. Ah. Yeah. 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 Look at all these traits. I was trying to do Legend of the Fish King, but I don't think King's there. I'm gonna think on that one. I like the idea of mooching. I got an idea for that. Well, it also means if you have a fish that's a lower level, you can't choose it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Gonna type that. Hold on. I thought bait stayed on fails. They shouldn't. And if they did, then I'll change that. Would nighttime fishing work? Okay, then I'll probably draw +1 card. There you go. This makes it so it doesn't get exploited with mooching. Oh, to +2? No, I think what I'm gonna do is critical successes are gonna, or critical success counts as 2 success, critical failure counts as 2 fails. I think is the best way to do that. Whew. That's a good chunk. Would prevent certain unintended synergies or mutually exclusive traits. I mean, I don't have plans for mutually exclusive traits at this point. That might change, but not at this point. Ah, ESD. Sweet Jesus. I like this one. Oh, interesting. What happens when net fishing if the +1 draw is also one success? Lupa. The idea is you're catching a bunch of weak fish in the net. So if you manage to, if you just snag another one and you keep going, and you're like, it's like you're pulling the net and you're like, look at all these weak ass fish I caught. Does that stack with experience? It does. It does. Will there be special fishing items that help catch certain fish? I don't know yet. I genuinely don't know yet. I kind of like putting it in traits, honestly. I was also thinking about this. Do skyfish exist? I'm pretty sure they could. Yes. Yes. Ooh. Oof. This song bops. Would fortunately allow players to find a unique bait? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I actually have to get some terms going. Up and down, down. I'm looking for something right now. Trying to figure out what the fishing term is when you're actually fighting the fish. Like, I actually forget what that's called. Because there is a term for it. Not really. No, no, no. You know what? Maybe I'm thinking of a Texas Hold'em turn. I'm looking now. Playing the fish. The showdown. Oh yeah, no, the showdown's not fishing. Yeah, that's Texas Hold'em. But I like it. Any reason why Ultra Ballad got canceled today? I didn't bathe, and I just, you know, I was just really smelly, and I felt embarrassed, so I was like, better luck next week. Seems like a lot of effort's going into this. Will players get enough fun from it? I think so. I'm putting the effort in it so that players will have fun. Let me get a, you know what? Just because there's some empty space here, let me actually get a fish card up. One moment. I really would like to, like, talk to, like, an actual designer who can make cards. Yeah, close enough. Also, please do me a favor and do not duplicate my cards that you see, or grab cards. I saw a couple of guys who were screen grabbing cards and trying to make your own templates, and while I appreciate that, I would like that just to be on hold for now. Now, if you want to go ahead and make your own card design, shit, go for it. I'd like to see what design you guys come up with. But don't just screen grab and make your own copy paste. Because whatever template I make, I'll probably include as a Patreon perk. This fish goes hard. Do not screenshot. It's a silly request, right? But I have to make it because people you know? People are like, copy paste, please. And I'm like, no. No, please, thank you. I Bop, bop. See, with blacksmithing, you kind of, what's gonna happen? There's one theme I really liked. I have to see if I can find. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. That's really good. See, with blacksmithing, you get certain new abilities and new recipes. You know? I think attempt may be a little overused term. That's why I removed it from here. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, I see exactly what you're saying. Mmm. Oh, baby, yeah. Yeah, if you fail the cook, it just becomes a normal ration. That is correct. I got my own terminology, god damn, but it is like shortening down how to explain things, which is really neat. Critical failure on cooking becomes poison. No. It's the same thing. Yeah, no. No. So if you pull 2 no fish cards, then draw 1 more. No. So if you pull nothing, then you draw another card. Wait, what's the question? So with nighttime fishing, if you have a way to draw 2 cards and only one of them is a fish, it doesn't trigger. Once per cast, if you do not draw a fish, release and draw a... sorry. There you go. Yeah, so yeah, straw's correct. Is there a possibility of hostile fish? Oh, that you immediately draw? I don't know. Probably not. Fish. Are there sentient fish in Io? I mean, there could be. The possibilities are endless. They are absolutely endless. So how many do I have here? Nice. 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 Are the proficiency traits kind of required to take? I would say, yeah. I don't know. Okay, so one of the things that was brought up, and I do agree, is like these traits do kind of like feel like you have to take them. You know what I mean? Just look like there's endless XP after level 10. Yeah, I figured why not? Why not keep it going, you know? If you fish long enough, you get a new trait, why not? I don't see it. I don't see an issue. You know? They deny you a chance of getting a trait in that level? Like, what do you mean? Why not give him out at that levels? I thought about that. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Yeah, no, you're right. I thought about that and I was like, I don't know if I want to do that, but honestly... Yeah, let's do it that way. You don't gain expertise at expert Pepe hands? Mother... Gosh darn it, chat. You're right. What's a good step above novice that's not amateur? It's gotta be like standard. It's gotta be your standard... Adept? Adept? Okay, I like adept. Go adept. What was the last word I said I didn't want? I think I'm gonna exchange that with novice. Not adept. What was the word I said before? Yeah. Amateur. Motherfucker. There we go. Yes. Yes. And then if you want expertise, you gotta grab a trait for it. Yes. Yes. Oh, boy. I can't believe I made a fishing game. What D&D stat is fishing use? Any stat you want. Location related traits? Nah. Nah. Would locations have their own unique decks to draw from? Every area has its own unique deck. Each lake is different. Each water source is different. So you can go like a few hours away to a different lake and you may actually find different fish. All right. Let's keep going. Don't stop. Get it, get it. Don't stop. Get it, get it. Is there a way to scan the lake before attempting to fish? Yeah, finding a local angler and being like, what's in this fish? What's in this area? Also, survival and nature checks will give you more information. Expert is now level 7. Bum 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 ba ba bum ba ba da 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 dee da do. Oh man, blacksmithing gives you the ability to be a better blacksmith, but it also gives you recipes that only you can craft. So, I'm just gonna start slapping some together. Heh. Yes. Would you like to... Are you... Hey, wizard, are you looking for a weapon that uses intelligence? Then go to this person. That's right. Hey, Garrett, thanks for the tier 1 sub for 2 months. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. I guess Hexblade can just not take Vibrant and take another trait. They can just take another trait, question mark? What does exotic do? There were some requests to make weapons more difficult for other people. So while it's more for flavor, people may be interested. Excuse me, sorry. How's that? Yeah? Uh-huh. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool, pretty nifty. Kind of adds a little bit of spice. Yeah. Yeah. That last switching statement, does it cost movement or is it just a free action? Let me actually look up the terms for drawing a weapon. Has to be part of another action. Sorry, you may switch your secondary weapon as your primary weapon as part of an action, such as a move or attack. There you go. So you go in for the attack and then you switch, you attack, and then you could, yeah. Doesn't cost an action, but can be used with another action to switch between the two, exactly. In 5e, moving isn't an action. Yes, but I'm actually using the terminology from the player's handbook. You could do in tandem with your movement and action. Here. There you go. So attack with primary, use movement action to switch. Nope. You attack with primary, and then your bonus action is attacking with the secondary weapon while still keeping the primary. You can just use, you could just literally use your movement or action to switch. Ah, I see. Hold on one second. I gotcha. I have to clarify that. So that way this isn't broken. What badoosh. Once per round, you may switch your secondary weapon as your primary weapon as part of your movement or action. As a bonus action, you may attack with the secondary weapon. Let's say I have a longsword and my secondary weapon is a hand axe. I can attack with the longsword, use a bonus action to attack with the hand axe. Or, while I'm moving, I can, as part of my movement, I switch so the hand axe is now my primary. And then I can attack and then use a bonus action to attack with my secondary, which would be the longsword. Tricky's just more of like a different style of fighting, you know? Or what's really fun about that is if you turn like a sword into like a pistol. So you might attack with the sword and then as a bonus action, shoot with a pistol. Or you might, as running bonus action while you're moving, shoot with the pistol so you're not in range. And then once you get into melee, you attack with your primary weapon, which is the sword. It's dual wielding with one weapon, exactly. Correct. Or what's really cool, let's say you move up to a target, right? And you go in for the attack. Let's say you're a fighter with a tricky weapon that is a sword and pistol. So you run in, with your primary weapon is sword, pistol secondary. You run in, you attack an enemy. The enemy drops. You have extra attack. So as part of your action, you switch to the pistol, and with the extra attack, I guess you can't because then your secondary becomes that. Actually, no. Okay, so hold up. I'm thinking how you would do this. There's a way where you could drop someone down and then attack twice with your pistol. You know? So, wait, hold on. I got it. So part of your movement, you move up, you attack with the... I don't know. But yeah, there's a way to do it. There's a way to do it. I had it in my head. But yeah, it's just you know, we were talking about secondary tricky weapons, and that's what I wanted. That's how I wanted to do it. Tricky just seems better. Yeah. Yeah, it does. But also, you specifically need a tricky weapon to do that. You know what I mean? Hold on. As part of your movement or beginning of your action. So that you can't attack and then at the end of that action switch to get yourself a free attack. You know what I mean? There you go. There you go. I already figured it out, Seb. Thank you. I mean, the key thing you're trying to avoid is attacking with your primary weapon and then at the end of your action switching so you're using your primary weapon again as a bonus attack. Well, you can move in between attacks, so that can still happen. Yes, you can. But I also specifically said you can only switch the weapon once around. So if you're dedicating... I see what you're saying. So in other words, yeah, beginning action is there. Once per round, you may, if you have not attacked You may switch your secondary weapon as your primary as part of your movement or action. There you go. There you go. What's that called? Attack action? What's the term? Attack action. I understand. Yeah. So once per round. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that. So once per round, chat. If you have not taken the attack action, you may switch your secondary weapon or your primary weapon as part of your movement or action. So there you go. How do weapon buffs and augments work with Tricky? It depends the weapon that you've used it on. As a bonus action, you may attack with a secondary weapon. Done. Done. So what's the benefit of swapping now other than flare? Flare. If you want to multi-attack with your secondary weapon. Yeah, extra attack, correct. Do you use the bonus attack action to strike even if you haven't attacked or cast a spell? Yeah. Look up two-weapon fighting. Boom, ba-da-boom. Ugh, fuck. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. All right. do a thing. What's the word for expertise? Yeah, I'll just do mastery. Booyah. I like mastery. Can mastery be taken multiple times? It absolutely can. Oh, actually, better yet. Better yet. Better yet. Boom. Done. So if you want to spend multiple traits on mastery on a property that's +4 to get its cost down to 0, I say go for it. Because I'm probably gonna change the way blacksmithing works. Instead of keeps adding, there's gonna be multiple phases. So here we go. $380 costs fuck you. Yeah, but then you'd have to take a lot of traits to do that. You right, chat. You right, chat. Well, it does say reduce the property cost. Damage was listed at property. Ah, Jesse! Hey! Check it out! Check it out. It's not a property. Screw you, chat. Looks around. Didn't even think about that. I literally had a rule set in place that you could do that, and I didn't even fucking know. I'm just that good at D&D. Don't screw you, chat. It's fine. I was being a real cool guy and tipping my fedora. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, so here is once again the how I'm handling sweats. Here's how I'm handling once again. Here, the rules have changed on blacksmithing again. Okay? Check it out. Check it out. Alistar, thank you for the prime sub. The amount of mechanics I'd gone back and forth between my own numbers maddening. Yeah, I mean that's why everything's always in beta. Enhanced material property, for example, is like Moonstone. Like, Moonstone gives you the ability to add, make the weapon a +1 magical weapon, or add 1d4 bonus damage, bonus radiant damage, you know. Or you can cast a level 1 spell from it. Yeah, it's something like that. But you choose a trait, you apply it, the material is used. You use both a base material and enhancement material. Yep. You use both. So do you have the Moonstone to the iron weapon? Yep. But it has to be used as part of the, there. It has to be used as part of that, yeah. Yepers. So no more than 1 enhancement per material? Yep. That is correct. That is correct. Trade to add more enhancement materials. Yikes. Is a tricky weapon a single weapon for the purpose of enhancing materials, or does it you still need the materials for tricky weapon. So if you're making a tricky weapon, you have to use a second iron ore. How do the players obtain traits? I was thinking about every level up you gain trait. But these levels specifically are proficient. I meant, can you enhance each part to do different things? Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, Seb. As long as the DC requirement's there. So if you want to use like, and I'm using very loose terms. Let's say you want to use like a firestone to add fire damage to your primary weapon. And then it's a tricky, so then you fucking go into it and you're like, all right, let's work on the secondary weapon. In the secondary weapon, you use an ice stone to do ice damage. Then yeah, you can absolutely have a primary and secondary weapon with different traits. Indeed. Chad, I'm just waiting for Summer to start so we can raid into her. I believe she's premiering her VTuber model, so I wanna raid into some. And I think that's happening in literally a minute. Because that's 7 CT, which I believe is like 1 minute. So you add tricky at phase 2, then you need to do 2 phase 3s for each weapon. So you do tricky for phase. So once, here, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Upon completion of this weapon, you create a secondary weapon that is a part of this primary weapon. There you go. For sake of terminology, all right. Phase. I liked using phase, but yeah. If you fail gathering the secondary weapon, does it fail the primary too? Thus making it incredibly tricky. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does. The price of cool, unfortunately, but yeah, it does. I believe you said that any official class is okay, and I does that include Artificer, and if so, Artificer, something. Yeah, I'm still working on Artificer. Things that normally are a bonus to shit like that will probably gain bonus experience points to a certain trait. So yeah. All right. Good dev stream. I'm taking you over to Summer. Summer is doing a reveal of their model. So we're heading on over there. Drop some BrettU blankies. Get yourself nice and comfy over at Summer Street. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. That was a fun dev stream. We got a lot done. Tomorrow, I don't know what's happening tomorrow. More than likely, I'm gonna be playing Final Fantasy 14. So that we can be done with, so I can be done with that before Ed Walker. All right, guys. Drop some blankies, drop whatever. And I'll see you guys soon, yeah? I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Be good to Summer. Bye.